So, brand new, most improved theme has just been announced for NBA 2K Mobile. And if you look at the screen, a lot of gems are added to this theme. So, I'm going to break down the stats. But first, let's go over the event rewards and the upcoming events. So, the official announcement says the new theme is players that won the most improved player award. So, you got to get your power up to 2.5K in order to get the Amethyst in events. The first event is going to be Domination. It starts on October 14th, and the rewards are going to be Jimmy Butler, Julius Randle, and Monta Ellis. And then for the second event, it is going to be overtime. It will start on October 21st. It will be Jermaine O'Neal, Jalen Rose, and Kevin Johnson. Pretty stacked lineup for the rewards. Now, there are some new players added to this team. For the first time, Gilbert Arenas is in the game. The first player we're looking at here is Goran Dragic. He has the Gear Master ability. You need one collectible to craft him along with 10 golden rings. And taking a look at Goran Dragic's stats, he's got a 5 in shoot-off dribble, a 5 in mid-range shooting, a 5 in three-point shot, and a 5 in playmaking. Those are all really good stats for a point guard. Aside from that, though, everything will bring down his overall average because he has a 2 in strength, a 2 in rebounding, and 2 in post scoring, and a 3 in layups and dunks. Then we got CJ McCollum, Gold Rarity. This will be a nice card for new players. He has a dual ability. He's got a 5 in shoot-up dribble, 5 in mid-range, and a 5 in three-point shot, along with a 5 in agility. Those are all really good stats for a shooting guard. Has one of the sweetest releases in the game as well. Then we got a gold Brandon Ingram. He is a gem in this game, very underrated. Check out his stats, they're pretty solid too. 5 in shoot-off dribble, 4 in layups and dunks, mid-range shooting, 5 in three-point shot. He's got a 4 in post scoring, which is really good for a small forward, a 4 in agility, and a 4 in playmaking. We got Hedo Turkoglu, power forward that can shoot for sure. He's got a 5 in mid-range shooting, 5 in three-point shot. And he's got a lot of 4s across the board. His lowest stat is a 3, and that's for post scoring. But Hito is actually a gem. Kevin Love, one of my favorite players in this game. If you notice, his position now is center. He used to be a power forward. So having him as a center is going to give you a stretch, big for sure. He's got a 5 in three-point shot and a 5 in post scoring, 5 in strength, and 5 in rebounding. So he's going to be very good for your squads. 4 in layups and dunks, and a 4 in mid-range. He can be crafted with 2 collectibles and 10 emerald rings. If you have the emerald rings and you need a center, this is a good player to craft. Then you got Danny Granger. This is a nice player. This is a nice addition. Danny Granger was basically just like Paul George before he became the superstar for the team. But Danny Granger was solid. Really good player. Unfortunately, injuries showing his career. But he's got a 5 in shoot-off dribble, 5 in mid-range, 5 in three-point shot, 5 in agility. Really good stats, man. Everything else is a 4. Definitely a gem. Then we got Zach Randolph. He is at the center position as well. Was a power forward before. He's got a 5 in strength, a 5 in post scoring, 4 in mid-range, and a 4 in three-point shot. Now, I gotta admit, I'm a little surprised his rebounding was only a 4, because Zach Randolph is one of those players that used to get double-doubles with ease. And I'm talking about 20 and 10 double-double status for the entire season. He was so good. That rebounding stat should be increased. I would even argue that he can get a 6 in rebounding like Dennis Rodman. Then we got Monta Ellis. Got a 5 in shoot-off dribble, mid-range, three-point shot, playmaking, and agility. Again, those are all the stats you want to see for a shooting guard. He's got a 4 in layups and dunks and a 4 in defending. Pretty decent. The stats are actually pretty right on with Monta Ellis. He was a bucket getter. And he was the star of the Warriors before Stephen Curry. And we got Kevin Johnson, who was one of the underrated gems in Season 2. He's got a 5 in shoot-off dribble, mid-range shooting, three-point shot, playmaking, and agility. Really good point guard. And he's got a 4 in layups and dunks, which is a high stat for a point guard as well. He can be crafted with 6 collectibles. Jalen Rose, dual ability with Danny Granger. He's got a 5 in shoot-off dribble, mid-range shooting, three-point shot, agility, and playmaking. He's got really good stats for a small forward. 4 in layups and dunks. Pretty decent player, and a 4 in defending. He can be crafted with 9 collectibles and 20 ruby rings. Got Julius Randle, Knicks Nation stand up. I'm hoping to get Julius in my squad. He's got a 5 in mid-range, which is really good for power forward. 4 for three-point shooting, playmaking, 5 in strength and rebounding, 4 in post scoring. Really good stats overall. Now we got Paul George, who is now a shooting guard inside the game. He can be crafted with 15 collectibles. One of the most fun players to use inside of the game. I love Paul George inside of NBA 2K Mobile. Really good stats as well. 5 in shoot-off dribble, 3-point shot, defending, right? You don't see that 5 stat in defending very often. To have it for a shooting guard is elite, right? Him and Oladipo are some of the players that stand out for me in the defending stat. He's got a 4 mid-range, which is pretty decent. I think his layups and dunks could have been a 5 as well, but it is a 4. Again, a lot of fun to use. Jermaine O'Neal, another gem in this game. He's got a 5 in strength and a 5 in rebounding. Really good for a center. He's got a 5 in post scoring and a 5 in mid-range and a 5 in dunks. He is a lot of fun to use. Very good player. You got to put some playmaking shoes on him, though, because his stat is a 3. If not, he's going to be a little bit too slow to use it head-to-head. But if you can get the right shoes that will boost up his playmaking and three-point shot, you're going to have a monster to use in head-to-head in other game modes, because he already has a 5 in strength and rebounding and post scoring. He can be crafted with 24 collectibles and 25 Amethyst rings. And we got Gilbert Arenas, Agent Zero. He's got the prime player ability. It's his first time in the game, and his stats are pretty good too. 5 in shoot-off dribble, mid-range, 3-point shot, and playmaking, and agility, right? And those are the stats you want to see on your point guard. The other stat I like a lot is the 4 in layups and dunks, and the 4 in defending. Then we got Jimmy Butler, who also has prime player. He's got a 5 in shoot-off dribble, mid-range, defending, all really good stats. And Jimmy's pretty good overall, right? One of the top small forwards inside the game. 4 in layups and dunks, 4 in rebounding, right? Those are really good stats for a small forward. And again, he's got a real smooth jump shot as well. I enjoy using Jimmy Butler on my squad, so I'm happy to hopefully get him. And then we got Giannis. OP Giannis card, right? Because he is one of the top power forwards in this game. He's got prime play, which makes it even greater. He's got a 5. He has one of the best stat averages in the game. As you can see, he's got 5 in agility, 5 in rebounding, playmaking, defending, post scoring, and layups and dunks, and then basically 4 in everything else. Giannis is incredible, right? So those are the players that were added to the team, and those are the stat, and that's the stat breakdown for these players as well. So overall, we're going to be getting some good rewards from the events, and there's some nice additions to the game. So I appreciate all the support, and anyone who's still checking out the video to this point, you guys are the real ones. Definitely appreciate it. Comment down below what player you're excited for this team. Catch everyone in the next one. Peace out.